This next model review is of the Hasegawa 1/32 scale, the F-86 Sabre. Some nice box art, shows you some of the detail of the cockpit. This is obviously a drawing. It also shows you all of the panel details. I don't see anywhere a picture of the finished product, so let's have a look inside. Here's a set of decals that my sister actually sent me for a South African version. They flew the F-86 Sabre. You can see their springbok roundels. It does come with standard roundels. This looks like the Japanese Air Force. Looks like we also have some clear plastic. The other thing that we have here, actually, which is interesting, made out of metal, is for the, looks like probably for the head-up display here. And we have some black tubing. Let's have a look at what that's about. Here are the instructions. And so the instructions how to put together the pilot as well as the cockpit. Front half of the fuselage, back half of the fuselage. The engine parts. Definitely got a lot of detail there on the engine. And then the looks like the black tubing is for the engine parts. Gives you the reference for the plane. Then the main wings. And putting together the gun over there. Assembly of the canopy. It does apparently move. And some of the main gear. Now it looks like the back part does come off, so that you can see the engine assembly, and you can also open the air brakes so that you can see those. And here's a list of all the parts, as well as all the colors. On the back here we have the instruction guides on how to paint. There's also all the decal placement. Here's the other option. Let's have a look here at the actual kit. So this is a 1/32 scale. There's definitely a lot of detail here. A lot of surface detail, lots of little parts. There's some flashing and overlap from the mold lines here. Not a tremendous amount. Guns look very nice. These holes probably need to be drilled out. But definitely a lot of parts here. These are the parts for the wing tanks. This is also likely from underneath. For the fuel. This is a very large model. As I said, it is 1/32 scale. Some of the parts already come off the sprues. There's a small amount of flashing that can all easily be sanded off though. Surprisingly, these are raised rivet lines, but there's a lot of surface detail here. Air intake, Over here is a very detailed instrument panel. Here is the other side. This side also contains the arms. Again, raised surface detail. That's interesting. Next one here. So all these additional parts for the engine, control surfaces, tail wing. Let's have a look on the other side. Here are the parts for our turbine. Inside of our wheel well, that looks very nicely detailed, although you can definitely add some lines to that, lines and tubes. The inside of the air brakes, and then also the inside of the wheel well covers. Here's our cockpit. There's a lot of details on the side there. These are the wings. It gives you the option, it looks like, to have the leading edges pushed out. Again, all these surface details are raised. These are recessed, but the rest of them, all the rivet lines are raised. So look at the other side of the wing here. Most of this is very well molded. Here's our pilot. And the air intake. There's a few lines that need to be sanded off, and then some of the pieces that have come off.